Hare Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prishtaya, Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta, Swami Niti Namine Namaste, Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesa, Sunyavadi, Pashyata Desatane. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gauru Bhaktavanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachanam Pangum Nandite Giri Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Titatarine Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse 22nd and it is about the charity in mode of ignorance, charity in mode of goodness. There is no expectation for self. Mode of passion, there is expectation of return. So now we'll see what is ignorance. Adesha kale yaddanam.
Adesakale yaddanam
Patrebhyascha diyate.
apatre diyate
Samkrutam Vagyatam
asatkritam avagnatam
Tamasam Udharitam.
tattamasam udaratam
Once again, Adeshakale Yaddanam
adesakale yaddanam
Apartrebhyascha Diyate.
apatrevyaschа diyate
Asatkutam Avagyatam
asatkritam avagyatam
Tamasam Udharitam.
tattamasam udaratam
Tozo.
adesakale yaddanam apatrevyaschा diyate asatkritam avagyatam tat tamasam udaratam.
अदेशकाले यद्दानम् अपात्रेभ्यश्च दीयते असत्कृतम् अवज्ञातं तत्तामसम् उदाहृतम्.
Okay. And charity performed at an impure place at improper time to unworthy person and without proper attention and respect is said to be in mode of ignorance. But contribution for indulging intoxication, gambling are not encouraged here. The sort of contribution is in mode of ignorance. Such charity is not beneficial. Rather, sinful persons are engaged. Similarly, if person gives charity to suitable person but without respect, without attention, that sort of charity is also said to be in the mode of darkness. So what can be the example of impure place, proper time? So impure place, like Srila Prabhupada mentions, right? Charity. So we had small topic on this, like if we give the amount, we give charity or we give some money, but if that is used for in improper way or improper method or improper purpose, then the charity that was given by us becomes in mode of ignorance. But we discussed this, like if we are aware that with the charity that we are giving to a particular society or particular institution, it's not going to be used properly, then that should not be given. That is a mode of goodness, right? We understand that is this a proper place where I should give the charity? Will the charity will be used properly, or they will misuse it, or the purpose will be lost? So this is our duty to check while doing these charities. But okay, once those who have knowledge or who studies, who have some inclination for spiritual things, they will think on this. But a person who does not have any connection to spiritual or shastra, they may not consider all these points. They will just give charity. So people are there, they just give charity. Oh, my work is to give money. If they use it wrong way, it's their problem. I give charity from my side, I am clear. Uh, but here Krishna says, like, without attention, without respect, without attention, avagyatum, without proper knowledge. So this is like ignorance, a mode of ignorance. Of course, it is will be called charity, but it will be in the mode of ignorance. And the activity or anything done in mode of ignorance will not result in elevation of spiritual knowledge or elevation of spiritual consciousness. It will not happen because of the ignorance. In spite of elevation, actually it will create problems, and it will bind us more and more. Mm. So, so this is not recommended. This such type of charity is not recommended. We should not give such charity. We should avoid mm, the mode of ignorance, activities in mode of ignorance. So that's the Krishna's advice, or that's what Shastra advises us. So uh, we can, those with knowledge, that's why mode of goodness is helpful, because we get knowledge from Shastra and then we can apply. uh, and that way we can stay away from misdeeds. But who, those who are not in connection with Shastra, for them it's very difficult, because they will just keep on doing this activity and they get entangled in all these activities without noticing that they are actually uh, going towards a direction which is not for self-realization, but it is more towards the sinful activities. They never understand. We can see so many people like this, that no knowledge, no God, nothing. They just do activities and they are going to the hellish conditions, and they don't know that also. The more problem is that they don't know that they are doing mistake. So this is the mode of ignorance. You never understand that we are doing wrong things. We do wrong things, but at least if we understand, okay, I'm doing wrong thing and I have to suffer for it, or I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm doing this. This is at least some level of consciousness that, okay, yeah, I understand what is good, what is bad. At least it's passion, ignorance. But anyway, we do wrong activity, but at least we know. So once we know I'm doing wrong activity, there is always a possibility of improvement. But if you don't know, then this type of charity in mode of ignorance will happen, because people who have lot of money, uh, they will misuse it, and it will be misused. So uh, there may be, I'm not sure, but there may be institutes or some ways of giving charity to such um, not so good purposes, right? So uh, the purpose is not of spiritual, nothing, no connection to that, but charity for organizing some, say, uh, music show, for which there is, from the where there is no connection of any spiritual thing. So they arrange big uh, music shows, and people come there and they drink, and I don't know what all goes on there, but that type of music shows and concerts. So I think there will be more many charity for that, and people donate a lot of money for that. Of course, because they get some returns. So that is more passion and ignorance. Mm. So it's not a proper place. So if you have money, you in, put the money for God consciousness. Some activities like that. So this type of activities, charities are there. Okay, concert or music shows, at least we can see, but there may be, I don't know, there may be people who will be arranging some parties or some events where so many wrong things are going on. Mm. Ignorant activities are going on, and people may be giving charity for that, for names for sake purpose or say. So I don't know. I read some rave parties. Something is like that concept is there, and so many wrong things happen there. So it's not that everybody has so much money there, but they are sponsored events. Somebody sponsors that, and then that place and that people are misused. So all these type of activities are going on in Kali Yuga, and we can see these evidences from several news or some incidences where we can very clearly observe that people are giving sponsorships or donations or charity in their places, but it's actually uh, impacting people's life. They're spoiling their lives, but these are there. So all these are belong to mode of ignorance because that's not a proper place. So Krishna explained about the charity also. So I think now Krishna will start summarizing the chapter because with this Om Tat Sat, it's words. What's the meaning of Om Tat and Sat? And that's the next three verses before Krishna concludes this chapter. Hmm. So we'll see these verses from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho. So any comments? Any insights? I think so. We should be just observing the news and newspaper. We can see all these activities, passion and ignorance and goodness activities going on around us. It's a good way to analyze what we are reading and what's going on. Okay, thank you very much. So we'll see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.